Welcome to the Art Amazing Grace.
We are your hosts. I am Janna.
I am Tenorio.
In this episode, we will be exploring Philippine architecture all across the country.
We will be dividing you into two groups, one for classical and one for contemporary architecture.
For the contemporary architecture group, we have Kenneth, ROJAS, Sherisse, and I will be the team captain of this team.
And we are the contemporary architecture group.
For the classical group, we have Katrina, CHIOSON, Janell, and I will be joining you guys as your team leader. We are Team Classical. So contestants, your task is this. You only have 2 days to visit all of your designated places and create an art appreciation on them.
And after the race, for your additional task, you have to present a report and a workshop.
Ready?
Set.
Go!
The School of Design and Arts building of the De La Salle College of St. Brunilde was designed by architect Eduardo Calma, and it was opened on May 2007. It was hailed by the former De La Salle University System President, Brother Armin Luistro, FSC, as the jewel in the crown of the De La Salle University System Schools, as well as one of De La Salle's most ambitious projects. Its design is very compact and mature, as seen in its rectangular shaped structure. Having a high ceiling, it provides better air ventilation while also creating an illusion that there is a lot of space inside the building, even though there is only a small floor space available. Due to its unusual and contemporary design in the middle of the historic city of Manila, it mirrors what Brunilde has done over the years, such as providing courses that most schools do not offer.
The Manila Central Post Office, home of the Philippine Postal Corporation, is designed by Juan M. Arellano and Thomas Mapua in 1926 to 1941. Although severely damaged in World War II during the Battle of Manila, it was subsequently rebuilt in 1946. It was able to retain most of its original design. As neoclassical is evident in its walls and pillars, these have shown that it has gone through years of servicing the many Filipino people. Thus, it deserves the title Important Cultural Property by the National Museum on November 23, 2018 for being a must-preserve cultural heritage in the country.
The Mine Museum, designed by architect Ed Calma, brings a fuse of modern architecture, science, and art. According to Calma, he took inspiration from nature, creating a futuristic design imbued with green architectural features that promotes energy efficiency and maximizes rainwater collection. With that being said, my museum was awarded as the country's first world-class science museum. Also, it is recognized as one of the champions of being green building. This means that it reduced the negative environmental impact and promoted the well-being of the people. Its features of having a touch of sustainability and environmental friendliness creates a contemporary look in its architecture.
Hi, so we are here today at the Miagao Church. It is one of the UNESCO's World Heritage Sites here in the country, and it is one also of the 4 Spanish Baroque churches in the country.
One of Iloilo's landmarks, the Miagao Church or the Santo Tomas de Villanueva Church, stands high on the highest peak of Miagao in its majestic glory. The church was first built in 1797 under Fray Francisco Gonzalez with the aid of Filipino maestro builders and had to be rebuilt 3 times due to earthquakes. Its simple interior, which is highlighted by a gold-plated altar, exudes both the Romanesque and Baroque style. Its artistic facade, meanwhile, features both the Baroque and Filipino elements. This includes the image of Saint Christopher, clad in local clothing, carrying baby Jesus while holding a coconut tree, which, according to a local folklore, is the tree of life. Truly, the church is a testament of the greatness of the power of God and has since then become one of Iloilo's finest architectural gems.
Good afternoon. I am in Cebu City right now in the Santo Niño Church.
Basilica del Santo Niño, also known as Minor Basilica of the Holy Child, is the oldest basilica in the Philippines and is designated by the Holy See as the mother and head of all churches in the Philippines. It was designed by Fray Juan de Albaran, OSA, in the year 1739. The church was made to withstand earthquakes and typhoons, with structures taken from the Romanesque and Neoclassical style. The basilica had ceilings made out of stone, marble-plated walls, and terrazzo floors. It featured small, semi-arched windows and very thick walls in order to support the heavy ceilings. The church also used geometric shapes instead of floral patterns as exterior designs and featured a dramatic use of arches and columns. Because it was located at the heart of downtown Cebu, it was able to completely transform lives and proclaim the Christian gospel to the community.
Nickel Asia Corp, also known as NAC Tower, is designed by architect Daniel Lechaco and is located along the 32nd Street of BGC. It was built in the year 2012 that caters to the need of commercial spaces in Bonifacio Global City, while providing its tenants with world-class facilities that would meet their day-to-day business needs. NAC is unique as it incorporates an environmental touch to a building whose purpose usually neglects this, as seen in other buildings in the BGC skyline.
But before we proceed, let us first talk about what architecture is. Now, architecture refers to the study and the art of designing and constructing buildings. Now, let's focus on it as an art. We have what we call as a public art, which is art that is used and designed for the public use.
Everyone, so for today, we'll be talking about 2 different types of architecture, the classical and contemporary architecture. First, we'll be talking first about classical architecture. I am Janna. I am from CHIOSON, building churches, and we had to like this with the help of local builders. So there was a mixture of Filipino elements into the Spanish architecture. However, when we go inside the church, you can see now a mix of Baroque.
We have the classical here, which is is inspired with the Greek and the Roman architecture. So will be followed by the Romanesque, which is characterized by simplicity and semicircular arches, to be followed again by the Gothic and the Renaissance, to the Baroque, which is very theatrical in nature, it's very detailed, to the Rococo, which is a grander style of Baroque. And of course, we also have the Filipino, the Chinese, and the other Asian influences that have been mixed together in our architecture.
So in addition to that, if we are to appreciate a certain architecture, we must take in mind that we must not only look at its aesthetics, rather we must also consider the form and function as mentioned in the introduction, wherein the form, it is usually the exterior part of the building that draws our attention to it. And somehow it delivers a message even if we do not enter the building immediately. But then we must also take in mind the function, wherein whether or not the building has served its purpose or intended function. And both of these should work hand in hand.
Once you experience the facade, the architecture that's inside, you will have a reaction to it. So there was this one time when he went close to the windows of a building, of a office building, and then he saw
Building, it houses five exhibits and different
looking at this, I'll just say like, wow, it's nice, it looks big. Tapos, I could just go in there. But you won't really understand the purpose and the function of the building unless you actually go there, go inside, and actually look around, feel and immerse yourselves inside the building.
Architects also should be able to maximize their practical and artistic stuff whenever they are designing on architectural work.
So lastly, we can conclude that that architects distinguish their works from other concepts through, number one, the suitability and adaptability of the work to particular human activities. Second, the stability and permanence of the construction, and lastly, the communication of ideas and experiences through its form. Okay.